Hey Taurus besties, and welcome to my channel, blahscrystalsale Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. Good evening, y'all. Sined. And I know I probably butchered that, sorry. But good evening, Yvonne. Good evening. Good evening, y'all. Thanks for joining me. I know I was late. I was doing Leo's, and it wasn't supposed to be that long, but it was. So, and then I sat here and I thought about it, and I said, maybe I should do Taurus tomorrow. But then I said, if I do it tomorrow, I'm probably not going to do it. If you fuck up the system now, you're going to fuck it up continuously. You're going to stop doing it. So you might as well do it now. Then I said, fuck it. Somebody need this message, so we're going to have to bear with it or something. I'm going to have to gather the energy. Maria, hello, good evening. Nari, good evening. Yeah, join me tonight at 8:30 Central Time on my main channel. Link is down below in the description box for question and answers. I may end up doing it 9 o'clock. So I'm going to end up, after your reading, making the time that I'm going to go live. So just look at, like, if you click on the video, it'll tell you the time that it starts. Because I may change it from 8:30 to 9. Because I got to make sure Kaleem eats. Otherwise, he's not going to leave me alone. So I may have to run out to the store before I go live. So either way, let's go ahead and get started, Taurus. So this is you will successfully achieve this in 2 weeks from watching this video. My announcements that I have is don't forget to sign up for the Pentacles of the Sun, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 7th on my website, blahscrystalsale.com. Also, for my move-out special, there are some move-out specials for the rituals that are coming up. Check that out on my website as well, underneath group rituals. The ones on sale will be on sale until Monday, August 31st. The filler box is over there. And like I said, don't forget to join me live on my main channel for question and answers. Love y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. Alicia, hello, good evening. So either way, so what Spirit's message for what's to come? What Spirit's message to you for what is to come? Taurus Spirit. Now what the fuck? Don't nobody want this. I can tell you that. Maybe we could start over. It's never too late. It's never too late. Either way, you got signs. Who the fuck give a fuck about a sign? Damn it, either give me the money or not. But fuck you and your signs. But either way, it says instincts are the message from the inner divine. You got expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. I feel like you about to get chewed out in this reading, Taurus. That's what I feel like. Because what I heard was like very smart. Where it was like, you would see it if you, like, almost like you would see it if you stopped talking back. Right? You would see what's right. You would see that sign if you would stop talking back. Right? That's what I get. If you stop trying to do it yourself, you would know how to do it. Right? I give you classes for a reason. I give you these people for a reason. If you would stop, stay with me. If you would stop trying to make this person be what I did not send them for, then you would have what you need. Right? So almost like if you would stop trying to make this to be a romantic partnership, then you would have what you need. They were sent to you for money reasons, not for love. They were sent to you for other answers, not for a friendship. Okay, they were sent to you for a quick lesson, not a whole long-term relationship, right? Y'all know, good evening. You got the Three of Wands. You asked for something, you've been waiting on something, Spirit sent it, and you made it what it was not. Stop making people what they are not. Stop making people, places, and things what they are not. What they are not. You gotta, I feel like, be able to step out of your ego and see what this person actually is. Get out your own way, Taurus, and see the real reason why this person, place, or thing was presented to you. Stephanie, good evening. It's been a minute. Or maybe it hasn't. I don't fucking know. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit tries to stop you. Spirit tries to stop you, but you know all. In certain cases, but you know all. Spirit tries to stop you. Spirit tries to wake you up. Before you try to make this long term, before you try to connect to it, before you try to hold on to it, Spirit tries to stop you. But you know all. And Spirit knows you too. You run with it. You got the Eight of Wands. You run with it. You got the Tower. Strength. You've been feeling like you've been getting too many lessons. Too many lessons. Too many lessons. You weren't supposed to get all those lessons. You made yourself get them lessons, though. But you weren't supposed to get all those lessons. You wasn't supposed to go through all that tragic shit. But you had to learn that lesson. Thank you. And you got the Hangman. So, I feel like while you, Chariot at the bottom of the deck, was moving forward and making relationships what they should not have been, Spirit was just hanging out waiting on you. Hanging out waiting on you. Well, when you need me, you'll ask me for another sign. When you feel like this ain't going the way that you wanted to go in, or way that you wanted to go, you'll ask for another sign. You'll ask for something else. You'll come back to me. You'll remember me. You'll ask me the same thing that you asked me last time. I'll send you another one. It'll look the same, right? Don't lose me here. It'll look the same. It'll probably act the same. But, you'll probably do the same thing again, right? You ever get those people where it's like, or let's say relationships, even friendships, right? Where they act the same way. It's like God just wrapped them up and sent you somebody else with the same characteristics, right? So, for instance, I don't fall out with everybody, but I fall out with a lot of people. I feel like Spirit sends me the same exact friendship, okay? Same exact person, not even a friendship, because I make it a friendship. And I feel like Spirit's message here for me would be, everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not your friend, okay? You were cautious. You understood in the beginning why I sent them, but you made it what it was not supposed to be, right? I sent them to you because you needed something, and they asked for you also. They needed something. You latched on for no reason, for a reason that was not why they were sent to you and why you asked for them. Don't lose me here. So it's almost like the friendships where, because I've had it happen back to back. So if I let go one friend, another one pops up, and they end up acting the same fucking way. And then I gotta let go of them, and another one pops up, and I'm like, maybe we'll get lucky this time. All the red flags are there. All the signs are there that they're all the same, but I keep doing the same thing. Why? Because I'm missing why I asked for them. I'm missing why they probably asked for me, but that's none of my concern. But I'm missing why I asked for them. I manifested them. I said, Spirit, I want such and such, whatever I asked for, and therefore Spirit sent them. But instead of just using them for what they sent them for, I got in my feelings of, well, maybe I can be friends with them. I think I can do this. I think I can do this, right? I have a hard time just doing short-term shit. So if I'm gonna talk to someone, I'm gonna end up making something kind of long-term a little. Sorry, somebody called. I'm gonna start making something kind of long-term a little bit because that's just how I operate, if anything else. But either way it goes, Spirit is saying there's a repetitive lesson that you have been learning. There's a repetitive lesson that you have been learning. It could have been through different people. It's like the same thing keeps occurring. It could have been with different jobs. The same thing keeps occurring. It could have been with different whatever. The same thing keeps occurring because there's something you're missing. You're missing the reason why it was given to you, why that was even on the table. You're missing that because I feel like by the time it arrives, you forget what you asked for. It looks pretty, especially if you're in the healing energy, you feel like you can heal them. So you miss the reason why they're there. I can heal them. I can fix them. If I just had a little bit more time, I could fix them. But the whole reason why they were there was probably for you to just give them a quick message and move the fuck on. But if you're into I want to fix people, I like fixing people, you'll spend more time looking at their flaws and feeling like you can fix them and holding on to them. And then disaster comes. So I feel like Spirit's message to you is you're hard-headed. You're hard-headed. You got to remember what the fuck you asking for. Okay? Even, I guess you got to write down what you're trying to manifest. So when something shows up, you can see it for what it actually is, because it is not always meant to be long-term. You're not always going to gain something long-term from what's showing up. Person, place, or thing. Even that job. You could have only been there. That job could have only popped up for you to do the interview. So it could prepare you for what you actually asked for. But I needed to prepare you, so I sent you that. You needed the strength, so I sent you that person. Right? You asked me for something. You wanted to learn how to endure, so I sent you that. What did you ask me for? You got to remember what you asked for so you can figure out why I sent it. Okay? Now let's motherfucker go. So, how does your future self feel about this accomplishment? Fuck it. Fuck it. You have brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power, sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, prayer, life force communication, river of blessings, releasing constraints. Honestly, I feel like your future self, okay, the one from 2 weeks from now, feels relieved. Feels relieved. It's like I don't like meeting people out in public. I don't. I don't. I don't want to sit there and have a conversation. I don't. I really don't even want to say hi. It's really awkward for me, and I get really irritated. I die inside the whole time. But I stand there, and if I have to, I'll hold the conversation, but really I don't want to talk. And you're probably really doing most of the talking and not realizing that I'm not talking. I'm not really responding. I'm just kind of staring, right? And I'm probably looking at my phone like, well, how long is this fucking conversation going to go? What did this person really want? I don't want to fucking talk, right? But, in the past, I used to allow myself to be, caught up in those conversations where now I figured out how to quickly get out of them. And I feel so fucking relieved. I feel so fucking relieved. Because thank God I didn't have to suffer in that dumbass conversation. I found a way to kind of get out of it. Okay, I still kind of suck at it though. But I've been getting better, right? So it's almost like Spirit saying, you didn't have to stand there and have that conversation, but there's something that you asked for, right? Don't ask what the fuck I asked for. I don't fucking know, because I don't know why they keep doing that shit. But I feel like your future self, when it comes to this accomplishment, is going to feel relieved. How are they going to feel, Spirit? I feel like you done learned it one too many times that you're going to remember what you communicated, what you asked for. So when that sign appears, you're going to do exactly what needs to be done. You're going to do exactly what needs to be done. You have the Page of Wands. You're going to do exactly what needs to be done. When that sign appears, you're going to do exactly what needs to be done because you don't want to repeat what's been happening. You got the Three of Pentacles. You got the Four of Wands. The Hermit. High Priestess. You're going to be able to go back to something. Taurus, I don't know if you're going to write something. Write something. Write something. The Nine of Cups. You're going to be able to go back to something. Your future self is saying right now, okay, right now, you're going to be able to go back to something. I don't know what method of manifestation you are going to use, but something is going to be written down. Whether you are writing this down or it is within a contract, there's something that's going to be of use to you, Taurus. It is going to be written down. So therefore, it's going to work in your favor where you don't have to waste your time. Something's going to be remembered because I feel like you have a habit of forgetting and therefore ending up having to continue to repeat things. So it's almost like, let's say you had a prenup. You forgot what your prenup said. You've been married for a long ass time, right? You know, you may know some of them, but you don't know all of them. So you just been allowing your husband, or you never really read the prenup properly. You've been allowing your husband or your wife to tell you what they're not going to give you and you've been believing them, or what you're not going to be able to have and you've been believing them, right? Because you never really read that prenup correctly. Finally, you get to go back and read it and be like, wait a minute. Why do I have to endure this? I don't have to endure this anymore because the prenup says this. Now you get like a get out of jail free card. There's something that is written already, Taurus, or it's about to be written by you. You'll figure it out, but there's something that's already written or you're about to write it. That Spirit is saying, your future self is saying, you're going to be able to backtrack to it and use it to your advantage. Yep. Use it to your advantage. Just hold on, because that one came out of nowhere. What were we talking about? How does your future self feel about this accomplishment? Just give me a second. Yeah. And you're going to feel really lucky. I don't know what it is. I got to sit down and wonder about my damn self. But you're going to feel really lucky. There is a sign that is still basically glowing in your face. It hasn't moved. It hasn't changed. There's a reason why you keep getting it back and back and back and back and back again. There is a sign that is still there. You asked for it. You haven't changed what you asked for. Who cares how long ago it was? There was a sign that's still right in front of your face. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. But not obvious to you, of course. Not now. But I feel like your future self is saying, we finally see the sign. We finally see the sign. And I feel like this is why you can backtrack into what it is that you said you wanted to. It may be like, don't lose me here. Something that you said you wanted to do. Either way, it's written down. It's written down somewhere, or you're going to write it down. And if you write it down now, in 2 weeks, it's going to come handy. But either way, there's a sign that's still right in front of your face. It's glowing. You're just not paying attention to it. Give me a sec to really get this part. It's going to change your life, Taurus. It's going to change your life. I'm trying to get like a realistic example. It's going to change your life once you notice it. You know what I feel like is written down? What you asked for. What you asked for is written down. You may have to go back to remembering what you asked for before you realize what the sign is. Go back. Afro, good evening. Something has been written down. You may have an old manifestation board or something. Because I feel like when you notice it, you're going to realize why you're continuously going through what you're going through. Because I feel like Spirit's trying to bring something to you. But it can't come until you stop repeating that lesson. There may be an old manifestation board or old journal, something where something was written where you asked for something. Where you asked for something. And I feel like once you see that, you're going to understand why you have been repeating these lessons or going through the same experiences. So it's almost like, let's say you asked for, Spirit, where's my wife? Spirit, where's my husband? And you're like, well, why do I keep getting these type of lovers, right? Why do I keep getting these type of lovers? Go back and see what type of husband you asked for. Where did you write that at? What type of husband, what type of wife did you ask for? And now you're going to realize the purpose of why these people are coming in. And as soon as you realize what the purpose is that you asked, as soon as you realize the purpose of why these people are present, is as quick as your person comes in. Even down to money. What did you ask for when it comes to money? What did you ask for when it comes to your business? What did you ask for when it comes to, because you still had to learn something. Spirit knew you were going to repeat it, but it could have been easier. It could have been already done with. So there's something that you're going to see that's written down. Whatever the fuck I just said. There's something you're going to see that's written down. Whatever the fuck I just said, because I didn't fucking forgot. Let's move on. So, what was involved in achieving this? Lauren, good evening. What was involved in achieving this, Spirit? You have grounding. More than likely, excuse me. Sorry. You needed to be grounded. You needed to be grounded, Taurus. You needed to be grounded when it came to making this. Because you need to be able to see. You need to be grounded. Not caught up in shit that you have experienced. How do I say it? Not caught up, basically. You need to be grounded. However you can ground yourself. Ground your thoughts. Ground your energy. You have trust. And you have shadow. Some of y'all been going through a lot of shadow work for unnecessary reasons. I'm going to go ahead and say a lot of y'all have been going through a lot of shadow work for unnecessary reasons. Having to do a lot of healing for unnecessary. That's what I be trying to tell people, okay? You wouldn't need to heal if you would stop allowing yourself to go through these things that you don't have to endure. If you chose not to talk to that person, you wouldn't have to heal from them. But you chose to. You saw the red flags. You chose to. You chose to continue past the time that you could even take, right? I feel like, hold on. What was involved in achieving this was you realizing how much you could actually take instead of going beyond. right? Because once you reach the limit, the first limit of how much you could take was when you would see that everything else was unnecessary. Everything else was unnecessary. So it's almost like when that person cheats on you for the first time, there's your limit. There's your lesson. The first time. There's your lesson. But no, you go on to let them do it for a second time. You go on to let them do it for the third time. You go on to let them do it for the fourth time. Now you're doing all this motherfucking healing. All this fucking healing. The first time would have been easier to move on from. It might have crushed you a little bit, but it would have been easier to move on from. Right? Because all they would have did was cross a boundary that you already had set. And that boundary would have said, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm going to go ahead and leave. Right? The second time, I mean, where you really going? I mean, now you do have to heal because you're attached. Because I can't believe you did this again. Right? Now you give a fuck. And you shouldn't be giving a fuck. Right? So, Dre, hello, good evening. So, I feel like what is involved in achieving this is that first time mindset. First time mindset. Who have you given multiple chances to? What do you keep enduring? What do you keep dealing with? What is the repetitive shit that's happening in your life? What is it? Good evening. What is it? I feel like it's you realizing it. That you don't have way too much trust in this. The Ace of Wands. Strength. You don't have way too much fucking faith in it, okay? The lion is always going to be a lion. You're thinking they your best friend and everything else, but that motherfucker could turn on you at any fucking day. Their instincts never fucking change. So, you thinking you could, get more out of it is, of course, is going to make you have to do more healing, right? Because what happens one day when that lion decides to bite? How much do you have to heal? But you wouldn't have to let that lion fucking bite if you just would have been grounded in, okay, I meant to get this experience and that is it. I'm only meant to raise this baby up or this lion up as a cub and that is it. After that, I gotta bounce. I gotta leave or something. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. And don't get it confused because some of y'all ain't meant to raise. The Nine of Cups. But you see that little girl back there peeking. Hold on. You got the Eight of Cups. Overextending yourself and staying longer than you need to. That is what we keep going back to. Overextending yourself and staying longer than you need to. Because you feel a need for them. Why do you need it, Taurus? Why do you stay longer than you need to? That thought, that sign was that thought that crossed your mind. That said, And then whatever else came after that. You got the Page of Wands. The Five of Swords. Not knowing when to throw in the towel. Not knowing when it was over with. Okay? Leave they punk asses behind. Leave them behind. Not knowing when to throw in the towel. Okay? What's involved in achieving this, I feel like, is really realizing your mistake. Realizing where you've been fucking up at. Realizing it. And grounding yourself. So you don't repeat it again. Okay? You don't have to repeat it again. But Spirit's saying if you cannot realize the signs that I have been giving you, go back to what you were manifesting. So you can see if it lines up. Because if it doesn't line up, then you are going beyond what you should be going beyond with this person or particular thing, right? What did you ask for? Did you achieve it yet? If not, you are going beyond, okay? So if you ask for, let's say, let's say, Spirit, I want to make $200,000 a year, right? You're going to end up finding that paper that says, Spirit, or I make $200,000 a year. You're going to find that. But then, good evening. But then what's going to end up happening here is you going to look at your life and be like, well, I'm not making $200,000 a year. And then you're going to look at your life again and you're going to realize you have been overextending yourself at this motherfucking job. And it is not paying you what you desire. You are not or nowhere close to making the $200,000 a year. Okay? You had said, I'm going to be married by 2023 or 2022, let's say. I'm going to be married by 2022. You're going to find that paper that says I'm going to be married by 2022. Or you going to find that ring that you bought for yourself at the little Cracker Jack box or something when you got it. Do they even still make them? I don't even fucking know, but I might need to find them again. But either way, you're going to find that ring that you had purchased for 99 cents or however much they sell them bitches for now. And it's going to have that was your little promise ring to you when you were younger or something that said, I'm going to be married by 2022. And now we on 2023. And your ass is still not married, but still dealing with that motherfucker. But that's not what the fuck you wanted. You have passed and overextended yourself already, Taurus. Because that's not what you asked for. Why are you still there? And you ain't even get what you asked for. Okay, you ain't even get it. Just been tying up yourself. And wonder why you doing all this shadow fucking work. And why shit ain't going right. You ain't even getting what you asked for. But you still dealing with shit that you don't even want. Make it make sense. Let's move the fuck on. Either way, so what will you successfully accomplish, Taurus? Free your mind and the rest will follow. You got trapped in fear. Destiny. It's so beautiful. And you got wisdom. What will Taurus successfully accomplish? Nothing's holding you back. You gonna see that whatever you said you wanted, Taurus, was always possible. It was always possible. I feel like you're going to wake up to the real reason why they were sent. And I feel like you're going to realize who sent them. Who sent them? Because they have a particular type of energy. A particular type of energy. You're going to realize why they were sent. Person, place, or thing. I feel like you're going to realize why they were sent and why you latched on the way that you did. Why you tolerated it. What will they accomplish? Eight of Cups. Knight of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. Hold on. You ever sit there and wake up one day, like, it'd be so weird. Okay? You never thought about this person this way, but then one day you just sitting there and you like, I cannot fucking stand you. I fucking hate you. Right? You're just sitting there and it just fucking hits you. And be like, why was I there? Almost like a spell has been put on you. Like you just woke up for the first time. And you're just sitting there like, why the fuck was I ever with you? Why did I ever tolerate that? Right? Even for the ones that you might have even got out of the relationship already with, right? Because it can either hit you while you're in it or it can hit you when you get out of it, right? But I feel like you need that. You need that. You need that wake up call right there. So you don't endure or stay longer than needed for anyone. You need that. Because what I feel like is whatever you have been asking for is what's about to show up. What's about to show up? What's about to show up? But I feel like first you need to find that. So that letter may just come through as a memory. It may come through as a memory where like a deja vu moment or like all of a sudden like you just, that sensation just hits you like it don't even make sense. You're not even my type, right? I can't stand the way you chew that food. You don't know shit about this job. Why am I even working for you, right? I feel like that's what's going to come about, but you need that. And that may be even the letter. You either find the letter or that may be it for you. Because I feel like what you have really, truly, what should have been there is what's going to be revealed to you. And you're going to start to see it from now on. So you don't have to repeat history again. So you know how we go through our toxic phase? So it's like having a choice in two people and choosing, constantly always choosing the toxic person, always getting the same shit at the end of the day. And now seeing the toxic person for who they are and being like, yeah, no, I see what lesson you are. I've already experienced this. I don't want to experience this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and go this direction because I know what's best for me. And I feel like that's what you're going to achieve. Setting off in a new course and what you have been asking for finally showing up. The Eight of Wands and the Lovers. Based off of you making different choices because you have been here too many times. You have learned this too many times. Some of you guys may have lived many lifetimes living the same type of life. And that's probably why you got a lot of deja vu for real, for real. Doing the same shit each fucking time. When are you going to change it up? When are you going to do something different? Okay, when are you going to do something different? There's a reason why you're not living the life that you asked for. Okay, there's many reasons though, but here, there's a reason why you're not living the life that you asked for. You're still sitting here making decisions where you have to tolerate certain things, where you have to endure certain things that stop you from doing it, right? So, for instance, now I'm not talking shit about nobody, but I need this as an example, okay? So please don't take offense to it. If you do, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. Sorry. I'm fucking out. But, for instance, I knew how free my life was before I had a child. I knew how free my life was. I knew how free I wanted it to be. But then I had one, right? I dealt with that toxic motherfucker. I didn't learn the lesson, so I had to learn the lesson. So I ended up having a child. But imagine, I didn't learn it the first time, right? I got the child and I didn't learn it the first time and I didn't pay attention to how much of a struggle it was and how much he wasn't going to do for me. And I decided I'm going to have another one by the same bum ass motherfucker. Or not even by the same one, but by another one, okay? I just need this as an example, okay? By another one, right? So I'm going to have a child by another one. Either the same one or another one. Same circumstance, right? Same red flags there, but I believe that it's going to be better the next time. But why do I believe it? Because whatever reason I believe it, right? So I endured again. I put myself through that again. And then I decide, you know what? I'm going to have a third one. Still haven't got my shit together. Still unhappy. Still going through the toxic shit. Still don't got the baby daddy or baby mama present, right? Doesn't fucking matter, right? But I'm on number 3 now. And then I move on to number 4 now. Where does it stop? Where does it stop? So like I said, some of you guys have either lived many lifetimes doing the same shit, or you have done this one too many times this lifetime. Okay? It doesn't have to just be babies or whatnot, but I just want to need that as an example. But this could be the same thing that you have endured with the same person or the energy in a different person, the same type of jobs. You know you're better, you're worth more, you're better than more, but you continue to deal with bullshit. Continue to deal with bullshit. So I feel like you're going to end up realizing this. You either find it or you have like a wake-up call, and then your life shifts. It shifts because your perspective shifts. And therefore, you like timeline jump into a whole different timeline. Whole different timeline. That goes opposite from what you should not have been dealing with. Watch your life shift for the better. Oh, but why? How long have we been on this? Well, I guess that was a perfect example, huh? You got the 9 of Wands. Don't keep putting yourself through it. You got the 7 of Swords. And you got the Page of Pentacles. Don't keep putting yourself through it, okay? Remember, you want to have fun. Your soul needs to experience what you came here to experience. Not keep getting trapped into some shit that you weren't never meant to be tied up into. You weren't never meant to get tied up into. Don't keep doing that to yourself. I feel like Spirit does not want you to... Hold on. Give me a second. You got the Hangman. Spirit does not want you to continue waiting. Spirit does not want you to continue waiting. The sign is already there. Stop waiting and looking for more. Stop looking for more. You know what that person is capable of. The sign is already there. You know what that job is capable of giving you. The sign is already there. Stop waiting and enduring and wanting more than they can actually give you. If that job wanted to pay you more, they would. But instead, they give you a pizza party. If that man or woman wanted to take care of their child, they would. If they wanted to love you, they would. The first time, because you got to remember what you asked for. Okay? If they wanted to, they would. Stop waiting. You got the Queen of Wands. And get yourself back out there. You got the 5 of Cups. Get yourself back out there and stop crying over this motherfucking spilt milk. You can't change it. Okay, there's some things in this world you just can't change. And if it involves people, you damn well ain't changing it. Okay? Not happening until they want to change. And it's typically they're only gonna want to change because it benefits them. That's why they want to change. So if it doesn't benefit them, they're not gonna change. And the fact that they even have to change means already you do not benefit them. So them changing means you change something of you, so therefore it can benefit them. Stop giving up your life, putting your life on hold, Taurus, to benefit somebody else, to appease somebody else. This will come into damn near like the people pleaser energy, to appease someone else. Because if they wanted to, they would the first time, which means you would have exactly what you manifested. You know what you're manifesting. And if it don't look like it, don't give it a chance. Don't give it a chance. Who the fuck want to be sitting here waiting 3 months from now for them to change into what you actually asked for? You are either what I asked for or you are not. There's no in between. Who wants to wait a whole year for them to be the husband that you always wanted them to be? Who wants to wait a whole year for you to get the money that that job promised you? For you to get the role that that job promised you? When you could have been moved on. Where is your grounding, Taurus? You are earth sign. Where is your grounding? You know damn well you like the nice things in life, and if you ain't fucking getting it, you should not be dealing with it. Okay, now let's move back on because we've been here too long. So, that's what you need to be asking. How they benefit you. Stop trying to benefit they motherfucking ass and then wonder why you going through all the dark night of souls and shadow work and everything else and being triggered left and fucking right because they don't benefit you. Because they damn sure going to be benefiting them. Stop kissing their ass. Stop waiting on them. You know what you asked for. And if it does not show up wrapped as what you asked for, when you take that wrapping off, or if that wrapping don't look beautiful like you asked for it, Send it the fuck back. So if a motherfucker walk up to me, and I don't care, you could, if you walk up to me and I feel like you don't have a nice cut or your hair ain't put together and everything else, now mind your business about mine right now, but I'm talking about out and about, okay? When you approach me, you need to look like what I prayed for. What I prayed for. I'm not going to be sitting here giving a chance to somebody that does not look like what I prayed for, because I feel like every time, anytime I give a motherfucker some type of chance and they are nothing like what I prayed for, they be on some bullshit. Stop knocking yourself down to appease somebody that you ain't even pray for. You ain't even asked for. And that's why they be playing. Be putting yourself through fucking hell because you ain't pray for that. You said you want to go out on these type of dates. You are this type of bougie and they can't even take you to those type of bougie places. Let it the fuck go. Stop giving fucking chances. Because I hate when people be like, well, love. There's plenty of motherfuckers in this world that will show you the love that you desire. But if they don't look like what you wrapped up, or what they don't look wrapped up how you manifested, stop giving chances to it. Because all they got is time and space to just play in your face. And I don't know who fucking reading I recently said that in. But all they got is time and space to play in your face. So, stop allowing what you not manifesting to stay in your life. If they come through and they're not what you manifested, there's a lesson there. Learn it the first time. See it for what it is. It's a big ass red flag. See it for what it is. Why did Spirit send them your way? Okay? Why? You didn't ask for them, but they asked for you. Why did they ask for you? You got all this money. They probably manifested you because they needed somebody to help them with their money problems. They needed somebody to, mother them, baby them, father them, whatever else it is. They needed somebody's income taxes. Okay? 'Cause some of y'all got them bitches. Okay? They needed somebody's couch to sleep on. They wanted to squat somewhere. They wanted to move in somewhere. They wanted a car to drive, somebody's car to ride around in and pick up other bitches in, right? They needed you because you had your shit together to help them get their shit together so they can go after the one that actually benefits them. You benefit them right now, or no. You benefit them right now and they want to go after the one that they would benefit, right? Don't get caught up in the ruins. But either way, how are you going to achieve this? They know how to lift your spirit by going and realizing what it is that you are manifesting and realizing what you are not manifesting, and stop giving it a chance, Taurus. Stop giving it a chance. Stop giving it an opportunity to even fucking speak to your ass. Okay? Rebuke it. It's so beautiful. But either way, you got guards up. This person's guard is always up, and you have single bachelor here. Whether this is a person, place, or thing. How you are going to do it is protect yourself. If it does not lift your spirit up and it does not resemble what you put down on that paper, what you asked for, it gots to go. Spirit sent it for a reason or allowed it to come through for a reason, because remember, people are manifesting you as much as you are manifesting them. So that job that you got so easily may have just manifested you because they needed a dummy, or they just needed to fill a spot because they needed somebody to come in there quickly and do all the work. Okay? You didn't just get that job just because you manifested it. You wanted it because the universe is in the energy of giving and receiving. Okay? You receive and they give, or you give and they receive. So you got to question, why? Why did I get this position? Why does this person want me? Okay, what's going on here? What lesson do I need to learn? Because I know damn well Spirit ain't sending this motherfucker my way. What do I need to learn? Why does Spirit send them? If I don't need to learn something here, then what do I got to teach them? What do I got to give them? Why is this conversation happening right now? Maybe I need to drop a jewel. Okay, they're talking about spirituality, right? So maybe I'll end up saying something about spirituality, and that's all I need to say. Maybe I'll wake them up, right? Like I met the firefighter the other day. I think I might have told you guys my quick version just in case I didn't. I met a firefighter the other day. He held me up in the store. I didn't want to fucking talk to him, but he was like, I knew there was a reason why I met you. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. But I ended up saying what I did for a living. He was like, I knew there was a reason why I met you. And then I'm in my head like, I didn't ask for you. I do not want you. Okay. There was no reason why I met you. So after there's really no reason for me to even try to even start something with you or allow you to take me out on dates. I'm not gonna waste my time there. But in this moment, there's a reason, right? Because he was like, oh, well, I've been hearing a lot about that and stuff. Okay, maybe I'll drop a seed and you'll go starting to look for it, right? I'll say I work on YouTube and you'll ask me what my channel is, and I'll say, nope, I'm not giving up my channel. But I told you basically there's readings on YouTube. So now you will end up going down the rabbit hole, and that's all I need to do there. Because you were not what I manifested. You don't got to let everything come your way. Everybody that says you're beautiful, you're handsome, or you do a great job, you'll work well here, right? One time, you know, I don't know if I told you about that job that I almost got that I blew with the broker and everything. I forgot about this until right now. One of the things he told me when he was looking me dead in the eyes, now this was a white man too. He was like, "Oh," and I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but I knew how I took it. He said, "Oh, you have a very unique voice. You have a nice voice." Like he made a big deal out of my voice, and he was like, "You sound really great on the phone." Um, and it made me wonder. Actually, it didn't make me wonder. I knew exactly what he meant right there. Basically, he was saying, I have a white voice. I have a proper white voice. Okay. And for those that don't get it, you don't get it. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Okay. He was basically saying you would sound really good on the phone that nobody would ever know that you were black. Okay. That's what he was saying. So I forgot my point to saying that, but I think my point to saying that was basically I should have known right then and there why I did not get that job. Almost like the universe protecting me from what I did not see. I got the opportunity to get that interview because Spirit was showing me that what I was manifesting was coming. I was allowed to have it, but not that. I just needed that interview to break me in. That's why I blew that interview too, at the same time too, because I did not have many interviews before that. I needed that interview so I could know what not to say on the next interview when it comes to something that I actually do want, right? Because remember, I wasn't looking for that job. It found me. You got the Hermit. You got the World. And you got the Lovers. Yep. You don't want to prepare nobody for nobody else. You don't want to prepare. Look, that job, it could let you go so easily because you saved it from dying. You saved it from dying. You didn't even want that job, but you took it and you saved them from going out of business or something. And now, because you helped them up and they got to a good place, they don't need you no more. They don't need you no more. But see, your value was used up basically. Give me a sec, because I'm trying to get it out. Your value was used up. It's like Spirit saying, go where you feel welcomed, where you are the most valued at. Okay, well, you are the most valued at. And you're going to be the most valued at when you look at what it is that you have been trying to manifest, what it is that you want. Go where you are most valued at, because that's where you're going to get paid your worth at. That's where you're going to make whatever you want to make at. That's where you're going to be the most loved at. Remember what you are manifesting. And don't settle. Stop having low standards or low qualifications when it comes to what you manifested. Okay, you better raise the bar. Raise the bar. Because the motherfuckers that sit there and tell you, oh, that's too high, that's too much, are the ones exactly that's not meant for you. Or exactly the ones that's not meant for you. Exactly the ones that's not meant for you. Okay, that's one reason why I don't toot my face up or whatever when people spend their money how they spend their money. Okay, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I know in my heart of hearts whether I would buy it or not, but who's to say in the future if I would buy it or not? So, but the ones that come to you and be like, well, why you paying all that money for those shoes? Like, let's say the men, right? Because the men love to do this shit. Nah, I'm going to put this motherfucker shit down. The men love to do this shit, and they like to be like, good evening, y'all. They love to be like, and men, if you don't do it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Just listen up to what I'm saying, because this message ain't necessarily for you, or maybe it is for you. But the men love to say, and I think I said this many times already about the makeup and stuff. You know, oh, you don't wear all the makeup and stuff, but what if I do? Right now, I may not. I don't have the time to. I don't want to spend the money on it. Right now, it doesn't pique my interest. But one day I may decide, hey, I want to buy all this makeup. And I'm gonna have all this makeup in the bathroom, right? Instead of buying makeup, I was over here buying tarot cards. Okay? So you think I don't spend a lot of money, but I do. You just don't see it on my face. You may not even really see it in my clothes, but it's within my space. Because as a Cancer, I love my home. So whatever I'm really buying is within my home. So you don't know how much that cost. You don't know how much this cost. You don't even really get to see it because you're not really welcomed in my home. So you don't really get to see that my money is going somewhere. I'm spending a lot of money. You just don't get to see it, right? But you have a lot of men that like to say, and I need to talk about them. So you have a lot of men that like to say, women spend their money. I'm going to stumble over this word. Somebody put it in the comment. Shoot. I'm only going to say it one time, but I'm going to struggle. The F word. But see, if I don't say it now, the comments aren't going to pop up for those that watch it back until like tomorrow or something. Fred. Frivously, right? Ain't that how you spell it? I'm fucking out. But y'all know what I'm saying. So, frivolously. And if that's not exactly how you pronounce it, yeah, that word. Then that's what it is, okay? But either way, back to what I was saying, because we're going to skip that word, but you knew what I was trying to say. A lot of men like to say, a lot of women like to spend their money, with the word I just said, basically. But it don't even fucking matter. It don't even fucking matter. Because the ones that tell you that you spending your money however you're spending your money, on whatever you're spending your money on your nails, on your hair, on your food, on your workouts, whatever it is, on your workout clothes, on your shoes or whatnot, they can't afford it. They can't afford it. Remember, whatever you're spending your money on, you manifested. And remember, it's coming out of your motherfucking pocket anyway. You manifested that. So don't you dare let a motherfucker come up in your life and tell you that you should not be spending your money this way when they have no intentions on keeping up with it. You love it. It makes you happy. The universe gives you what you need. I'll be damned if I let a person tell me that I spend too much money on food outwards, like fast food or going out to eat and everything else, knowing damn well I'm not going to be in the kitchen. The universe gives me the money that I need to feed my child and myself. Okay, and my puppy and stuff, but she don't really go out because she can't. But either way, I'll be damned if somebody tell me that I'm spending too much motherfucking money on that. See, the thing is, you thinking all the money got to be on my face, but you don't know where I'm spending my money at. When I go to my bank account and I look at how much money I made for the month and I look at how much money I spent on food, I'd be like, damn, you be tripping. But shit, we got to eat. And we ain't cooking. So that's what it is, right? But you got to remember, I feel like the biggest thing here for the next 2 weeks or whatnot, when your person comes in or whoever, you're going to be able to identify and not waste your time anymore with, who fits you. Men and women alike, okay? So the men, I am talking to you, but I just need to say that part because that's what y'all be on. That's what type of time y'all own. But if you're not on that type of time, then you know that you're ready for a bomb-ass bitch, okay? You ready for one. You know you ready for one. And for those that feel entitled to have an opinion on what women fucking do, sit the fuck down, because you ain't ready for shit. And you need to go ahead and go with them basic bitches that you keep trying to make everybody else be. That's what you need to go be. That's what you need to go entertain. Okay, yo mama, how about that? Yo mama. That's who you need to go entertain. Because shit, if she wasn't out here fucking, let me shut the fuck up. 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 Nope, I want to fucking say it. Nope, I'm going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to shut the fuck up because, see, I'm going to take it too far. Let me go back. Let me reel it back in. So either way, anyway, we're not going to say that part. We're just going to keep it to ourselves. I want to say it so bad, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to keep it to myself. Just give me a second to stop fighting myself. Forget what you were about to say. Forget it. Okay. But either way, like I was saying, men and women alike, okay? Men and women alike. Um, if they have a problem with what you are doing, they are not right for you. You manifested whatever you manifested that you are spending your money on. You want the universe to continue to give you more. You don't want to let a motherfucker into your life that is going to stop the flow of your money. Okay, you let a person come into your life that ends up saying, well, why do you have all this makeup in here? Why do you have all these clothes in here? Why do you spend all your money on this? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why do they give a fuck if they not gonna buy it? Are you buying it? Because if not, then why do you give a fuck? Are you going to give me what I need? Then why do you give a fuck? Why do you give a fuck? Stop telling me what the fuck I'm not going to do. What I shouldn't be doing, if anything, because that's basically what you're trying to do. And have no intentions on spending the money on it. But the universe is already showing you signs that you can have whatever it is that you want because they're already giving you the money for it. So when you need a new replacement, you can go get it. They're already giving you the money for it. Do not allow somebody to come in and show themselves for the second time. Okay, the second time, and stop the flow of your money. Because some of y'all lives have changed. And maybe they changed drastically. You know, you had to cut back on certain things that you used to be able to obtain. You used to be able to keep up with it. Why did it change? Because what did you allow into your life, Taurus, that went against what you were manifesting that is still there? Or you allowed it to stay too long. So now it stopped the flow of what it is that you were manifesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got justice. You got the Fool. Yep, I be telling Kaleem. I be like, look, when he be talking about why do you always? Because I want to. Because it makes me happy. You know, I got to remind him. And I be sitting here like, you know, one day, I know you don't want to talk about it with me because you find it to be nasty or something, or maybe you uncomfortable. I don't fucking know at this point right now. But one day you're going to have a little girlfriend and everything else, and you're going to have to deal with the fact that she want flowers. And they going to cost money. You got to work for it. Okay? You got to work for it because you got to give her them flowers. One day she gonna want her little makeup bag and everything else, and you gotta work for it. You can't just be asking to have this girl in your life and you are not willing to keep up with what it is that she needs. So I be telling him that. I be trying to instill it somehow, some way. He a little Virgo, so he has his little own opinions. I don't take him away from him, but I do try to tell him you can have your own opinion, but don't expect people to just stop what they doing and living their lives because you don't like it. You got the Knight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So to make this very, very clear, how you are going to do it is stop accepting below what it is that you have been manifesting. Spirit keeps saying, remember what you are manifesting so you can clearly see the signs of what does not match, what is not in alignment with what you are manifesting. And you won't have to go through all these lessons again. All these tears that you've been crying, you won't have to cry them, or not as often, right? You won't have to cry them. You won't have to feel like you're lacking. Stop entertaining what you did not ask for. Remember what you asked for. Put that paper in front of your face. Go back, and excuse my stomach because you're going to hear it growl. Go back to what you have been manifesting or what you think you want to manifest and write a new list out. Go through what type of person you're manifesting, what type of money you want to make, what type of job you're looking for, what type of house you want. Go through what you think that the necessities of what you will need and what you would desire. Put your needs on one page, your desires on another page, or make a billboard, or what, not a billboard, but a board or whatever. Your needs on one board, your desires on one board, and write them all down. Put them up in your room or whatever. And if you can check your human design out and see if you're a specific general manifestor, then that's good. But either way, put them up there so that way you don't ever forget what the fuck you're manifesting. So when a new person comes in your life and you meet them, as soon as you go home, you could look at your board and be like, do they seem like they are what I asked for? No? Yeah, I'm not going to call them. Yes? We can go out on that date. Let me see a little bit more, right? I can give you a little bit more time because I got to see if you're in alignment. And now when I go out on that date, you probably already going to know it. But let's say you start to get into a fantasy, illusion, something, right? You want to be able to come home and be like, so I can make sure I'm not tripping. Let me make sure they match my list. Am I in a fantasy or this is really what I asked for, right? And keep that going. Keep that going. Okay, even when it comes down to the jobs and clientele, if anything, your coworkers, your friendships, before you really make a friendship, yeah, they seem like a cool person, but as you get to know them, do they check those boxes? Because Spirit is saying the first time they got to go, they're out of alignment, they're going to fuck you up. Because remember, you might have manifested that friend to be your friend temporarily, not long term. So yes, they checked off the boxes in the beginning, but they're not checking off the boxes right now. So now you're about to fuck yourself up by trying to hold on to it. But in 2 weeks, Spirit is saying whatever the fuck I said in this reading is basically coming your way. I'm fucking out. Okay, but anyway, y'all, that's pretty much our reading. Join me on the main channel at probably 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.